We've been waiting quite a while, but at long last, it would seem that we have some sort of release date for new episodes of The Owl House, which should be returning no later than this July. There has been no official update from Disney or even American sources at the moment, but the Russian website Kinopoisk, which is a sort of Russian version of IMDb, released an article saying that the show will start airing again in July, and it's being said that this website does work with official sources from America, specifically Disney. While sometimes episodes leak out early overseas, like what happened recently with Adventures in the Elements, the general rule of thumb is that they release first in America, with them airing shortly afterwards or at the same time overseas and beyond our borders. The release dates for previous episodes listed on the site all seem to line up exactly with the American dates. I am unsure if this is because they aired in Russia on the same day, or if they're citing the American release date instead of their own, since that's what they did with Adventures of the Elements with the Turkish release date. Regardless, I wouldn't get too excited about the idea of episodes returning before July, but it's only a little bit more than a month away. They also don't mention which day the episodes will start, so it could be the end of July or the beginning of July, we don't really know. We also have some information about what new episodes will be about, but before I jump into that, I want to just remind you guys about our Owl House Parody t-shirts now available on Teespring. We got Witches Before Wizards, as well as Full Metal Alchemist for you anime fans. I'll link it in a comment down below, so go check it out, and now let's jump back into it. The first half of Season 1 had 10 episodes, and there will be 9 more in the second half, or just 8 if you've already seen Adventures in the Elements, which came out early in Turkey earlier this year. Like with the first half of Season 1, they will probably run straight through the episodes over the course of 9 weeks, maybe taking one off once in a while, and then we'll have a bigger hiatus until Season 2 comes out, which the show has already been renewed for and is seemingly currently in production for. Now, as far as what may be happening later in the season, there is a hidden message within the show that could be slowly spelling out the answer, quite literally. If you take the first letter of each episode title and string them together sequentially, you get a message starting to form. The first 10 episodes spell out a witch loose, as in losing something, not like loose the character. The 11th episode we've seen is Adventures in the Elements, which evidence shows was aired out of order in Turkey based on production codes. It would appear to actually be episode 12, as the letter A coming after the word lose doesn't make much sense. For those who still don't believe, there is also a hidden word in each episode that spells out a message, with the word found in Adventures in the Elements not making very much sense as the 11th word in the sequence. Instead, when the episode airs in America, we will likely be getting a new one first, followed by Adventures in the Elements as episode 12. 2 of the new episode titles have been released in Russian, with the fan on Twitter, Spylushka, trying to translate them. Keep in mind that these are translated from Russian, so may not be accurate to the real titles. The titles thus far are Episode 12, Senses and Insensitivity, and 13, Mini Problems. Many fans assume that Senses and Insensitivity is the real episode 11, making Adventures in the Elements episode 12, making the secret message so far, a witch loses a, with the next word starting with an M. Some people hypothesize that the next word will be mentor, indicating that Luce is a witch who will be losing Ida. Perhaps from a curse, or perhaps from the two growing apart when Luce realizes that she's not doing an adequate job of helping her to learn. As fun as that would be, that would leave one episode left over, so it likely won't be the case. I don't see the final episode starting with an exclamation point to end a sentence. Instead, I think that these translations will not be entirely accurate. After all, the actual Russian titles for previous episodes, when translated back into English, don't actually spell out what the American titles do with their hidden code, so it is likely that that can be the case here. We do have a good idea of what some of the future episodes will be about, though. In Once Upon a Swap, we see that Luce has created a special sign for Ida's shop using an altered version of the light glyph. Evidence suggests that this was actually the 15th episode produced, but was aired out of order, with episode titles changed when released out of order in America in order to keep the secret message going. This likely means that somewhere in the next few episodes, we will see an adventure where Luce discovers that she can change or adjust glyphs she has in order to create new effects, likely needing to change her light glyph to something new in order to save the day. We've actually done an entire video breaking down this idea, as she seems to do something similar with the snow glyph, as you can see here. Additionally, Amity and Lou seem extremely friendly in the episode Adventures in the Elements, more so than their previous encounter at the library should have left them. This makes me believe that the real episode 11 will be a bonding episode that shows them transitioning from their head-butting rivalry to something a bit more friendly. We're also bound to see Lou starting classes at Hex Side, which I think will make up the majority of the season's remaining plotlines. There will be her entrance exam, for one episode probably, showcasing the spells she learned, a new episode about her finally starting classes, another about her struggling to find out how she can learn spells there, and probably another showing her growing distant from Ida while there because she's getting all her learning from school. As excited as I am for the show to return, I am sad to know that there's only going to be 8 new episodes that we'll likely be seeing this year, with the next not coming until next year at the earliest, and who knows how things may have been delayed because of the current global situation. Hopefully the finale will be good enough to keep us satiated until Season 2 rolls around. What do you guys think will happen in the rest of Season 1? Let me know in a comment down below, and I'll see you next time.